Hey guys, it's Mike from Woodworks. Some of you might recognize this sled. This is my planer sled for flattening warp boards that are too big for my joiner. But if you don't have a joiner, joiners are expensive. This is an alternative on how to get a square, straight edge on a board, specifically pallet wood boards, because I know a lot of you guys work with pallet wood. If you're doing chevron pattern or something, you need those edges to be perfect, because if one of them's bent, you're going to have a gap in the middle. So we're going to alter this planer sled and make this into a joiner sled for the table saw. It's really easy. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Let's get to it. What we have here is a pallet wood board, and we want to get this this edge straight, and we want to get this edge parallel to this edge. So we're going to hang that over the edge of our jig, set the table saw fence, take off everything that is not on the jig. So this is going to leave a straight line down the length of here. Using these it was like 2 for $7 on Amazon, these little toggle clamps. I already have this set up to speed things up. I've attached it to a 1x2. I would highly recommend a 1x4 or a 1x6 just for a little more, so when you're going to want to press down, this thing's going to tilt back. But to compensate, I just made sure I put a bunch of screws in here. It should work okay. We're not going to be putting a ton of pressure on it, so I'm not real worried about it. But I would recommend a 1x4. So what's going to happen, we're going to attach that to the sled. We're going to want to get that just over the edge, and then we're going to want to leave a little gap of room between the board and this 1x2, because the other board, let's say we're doing like 30 of them, some of the boards might be a little different size, or they might be more warped or curved than others, and you want to give a little room to play. So what we're going to do is we're going to screw this down, attach it to the planer sled, and we're going to make this a joiner sled. And make sure none of those screws went through the bottom. You don't want to scratch your table saw surface. Looks good. Alright, now let's send it to the table saw. I'll show you how it works. I have the board firmly secured with the toggle clamps. They're tight. This is not going anywhere. I have the blade height set just above the height of the pallet wood. And this planer sled is, or now joiner sled, is 12¼ inches wide. So I set my fence about a 1/16 inch wider than that. So whenever I rub my sled through there, it's not going to touch the blade. You see the blade's not moving. I don't want, every time the blade to move. Eventually my planer sled's going to get really small. So everything's set up. Let's send it through, see how it works. Okay, we can take our toggle clamps off. Now we have one straight edge here. After you're all done with however many you're doing, you just turn them all over. Put this straight edge now against the table saw fence. Make them whatever width you want, and this edge will be parallel to this edge. And then, if you want to go one step further, you can take it over the miter saw. You now have a square edge for the miter saw's fence, and you can square up the corners by cutting those ends off. So that is how I joint. Hi, buddy. That is how I joint the edges of boards using my table saw. Not everybody has enough money for a joiner. This jig will do the job for you for a while. I hope you guys liked this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it. I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.